Gentle touch in the golden sunlight. She was born to love, kiss our tears away, vanish all our fears, fill the world with joy. She's the woman of the earth, spreading love and joy, fun and laughter. Woman of the earth, making miracles forever after. Loving, caring, working, sharing, teaching, singing, mothering. Whoa, whoa, whoa. See your loving glow in a blushing flower. Watch her dreams take wings over skies so blue. She will sail the earth and its every glory. She will teach her child every golden story. She's the woman of the earth, spreading love and joy, fun and laughter. Woman of the earth, making miracles forever after. Loving, caring, working, sharing, teaching, singing, mothering. Woman of the earth. Listen to her voice, singing in the wind. Feel her gentle touch in the golden sunlight. She was born to love, kiss our tears away, vanish all our fears, fill the world with joy. She's the woman of the earth, spreading love and joy, fun and laughter. Woman of the earth, making miracles forever after. Loving, caring, working, sharing, teaching, singing, mothering.
Isang makakalikasang hapon po. Welcome, Miss Philippines Earth followers. My name is Gianna Lianis, your Miss Philippines Earth Water 2020. And last time, we already introduced our first and second batch of delegates and their chosen Earth color. So this year's theme highlights the colors of the Earth. And true to our theme, the delegates joining us today will be talking about the colors that best describes themselves and their advocacies. I hosted a couple of days ago and I had so much fun learning more about the girls and their chosen colors because I feel like when you meet someone, one of the first questions you ask them is what color, right? What color would you use to describe you? And I feel like it's so cool to get to know our girls that way. So we also want to let you know that Earthlings, we are encouraging you to join us in our trend by using hashtag #MeLove, short for Mother Earth, Miss Earth, and of course yourself. And we've seen our delegates use that in their TikToks on our Facebook page in these past few days. So they've been posting that with their family and friends, having fun, and showing us how to take good care of Mother Earth, and of course, a lot more. So it's also about their environmental activities, promoting their ecotourism spots, and their environmental initiatives. Again, Me Love, short for Mother Earth, Miss Earth, and yourself. So you can use it yourself as an example. Me loves you. Let's bring in our first delegate. This is Miss Parañaque City, Nayla Al-Sharbaji.
Mabuhay, everybody. My name is Nayla Al-Sharbaji. I'm your Miss Philippines Earth, Parañaque City. So the color that I will be representing is fun green. One of the reasons I chose fun green is it's because it's a representation of how I feel for the environment. It's fun for me, as well as I love to support sustainability. So the reason green is my favorite color is not only because it keeps me calm and collected, but because everything good that I desire is affiliated with the color green. From wanting to have my own farm to becoming completely sustainable, green dances through my heart and bleeds, and my heart bleeds for the color green. It attracts me because it makes me feel like Mother Earth is giving me a hug. I feel a certain closeness when I'm wearing the color green. It impacts my mood because it brings me back to all those fun moments in Christmas with your family and friends, as well as those times when I used to hang out in the farm with my family. Well, it's kind of like that fresh cut of grass in the morning. It's the feeling of that cold bath after a long, hot summer day. It's that fresh and at peace. Green is the leaves on the tree. Green is the color that I want to achieve in my life. Green is a home to many. And why is green so impactful? Because if the future isn't green, then the future will cease to be. Because our future depends on the color green. Hashtag me loves green. Hashtag me loves sustainability. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Miss Parañaque City. Now, if there's something I noticed about the TikToks that you've been posting, I know that you love to work out. And I personally love to work out too around nature. So I try to be at the park when I'm working out. What difference does that make in being active and being in touch with nature?
What do you mean? Can you expound?
Oh, yes, of course. Well, how does it, I mean, I saw that you love to work out around nature as well. How does that change the whole active lifestyle when you give that added touch of being around nature?
Honestly, I actually love to do water sports, like extreme water sports, which is kiteboarding. And working out in an enclosed space doesn't kind of do the trick for my mind. It makes me a lot happier. It rejuvenates me. It brings me a lot of joy. You feel a lot lighter when you're in nature. So that's my take on that.
I love it. I have to agree with that too. It makes it easier to work out and stay active as well when you're
right. And also
okay,
the color green, like when you see the plants and stuff, it's supposed to make you feel more at ease. Apparently, from what I've said, from what I've heard, scientific studies and stuff.
I completely agree with that. And you look great in the color green. So thank you for sharing with us your color today, Miss Parañaque City. Okay, now let's get on to our next delegate for today who will be introducing her color. This is Miss Polomolok, South Cotabato. Precious Valerie Animas.
Hi, good afternoon everyone. Maayong hapon kaninyong tanan. I am Precious Valerie Lumayag Animas, 21, from Palomalok, South Cotabato. My earth color is crystal green. Crystal green is a genuine, pervasive color that reflects the natural environment. It implies renewing, refreshing, and regenerating. It represents biodiversity, balanced growth, and natural harmony. It gives hope, fertility, and luck along the way. Crystal green is natural, inspiring, calming, and optimistic color that describe my unique personality as an environmental advocate who wanted to influence and inspire my fellow men with my purpose and advocacy. I love this color because it reminds me our Mother Earth who provides and sustains our needs in order for us to survive. It provides us fresh air, fresh foods, fresh vegetables and fruits and others. So, as a steward of our Mother Nature, we must give back the deepest respect and highest love. And this color really caught my attention because it really enlightened me from the things that I did before that I didn't mean. Because I've learned a lot that I need to be responsible enough from the things that I did before, and I need to change that because I want the Mother Earth and I want us to live in a greener and better life. And this color has a big impact in my life. And nothing can change that because without our Mother Earth, we cannot live in a comfortable life. That's all. And me loves Earth, me loves South Cotabato, me loves Polomalok. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Miss Palomolok. Now, you actually said that this color describes your unique personality. So, what do you think is the most unique thing about your personality?
Okay, so the best personality that I've described with myself is that I am very kind and I have the passion for my parents, for my family, for my friends, as well as to our Mother Earth because I want us to live in a greener and better life.
Well, thank you very much, Miss Palomolok South Cotabato, for introducing to us your color. Okay, now let's get to know the color of our next delegate. She is from Puerto Princesa City, Rochelle Bongat.
Hi, I am Rochelle Bongat, and I'm representing the city of Puerto Princesa. And the color that I represent is cyan blue, which means inspiring and relaxing, leading to calmness. The color is not only my personal favorite, but it's also a very symbolic one as it reminds me of the numerous islands and islets of my city that my city has. The most attractive factor of cyan blue is that it is almost the color of the sea, which resembles a mirror-like aesthetic to witness the beautiful school of fishes swimming underneath the waters. It affects my mood in a sense that it reminds me of home. It makes me feel like I'm home whenever I stay in Manila when I go to school. So once again, I am your Miss Philippines Earth Puerto Princesa City saying hashtag me loves environmental sustainability.
Thank you very much, Miss Puerto Princesa City. You actually said that this color reminds you of home. So, what do you think
Yes,
is your favorite thing about being from Puerto Princesa?
it would be the fresh air. I believe that when I stayed in Manila, it's very difficult because of the pollution. So when I usually go back here to my province and spend a lot of my time with my grandparents, my cousins, and my aunties and uncles, I get to spend more time with nature and be in touch with nature and experience it in a new level.
Thank you very much. I have to agree with that. I mean, I've been a Puerto Princesa a few times. You just keep going back for the fresh air. I
Yes.
agree. Well, thank you very much for
Thank you so
introducing your
much.
color to us. Okay, now let's get to our next delegate for today. She is from Quezon City. Let's welcome Angelica Tagadtad.
Good afternoon, everyone. I am Angelica Tagadtad, 21 years of age, and I'm proud and honored to be your Miss Quezon City. First of all, that puppy is so cute. And the color that I chose to represent is actually the color gold. And in retrospect, the color gold means wealth. And it is also very closely related to the meaning of the color yellow and brown, which means compassion, illumination, and courage. But the reason that this is my favorite color is because it relates to everything that makes up my identity and everyone that I love. I asked myself as a Filipina, well, how do I see the Philippines in its color? Well, I see the Philippines as a golden nation because it's the land of golden beauty. And not only because of our beautiful golden skin, but because I believe that the Filipinos have golden hearts because of our strong sense of community. And that can only be done through our openness, the generosity the Filipinos have, and the love and compassion that we have for one another. And those are the reasons that I'm attracted to this color. And every time I see gold, I feel elated and empowered because actually, when I was really young, I had insecurities about the qualities, the physical qualities that make me a Filipina. But when I began to admire gold, and after deep reflection, I began to admire and embrace my golden skin and irradiate through that within the love that I was able to develop within me for others and for myself. And now for an external perspective, I began to ask myself, well, how does this color relate to the life that I've lived here on Earth and my relationship to the environment? And then I began to imagine Mother Earth as Her Highness and the sun as her crown. And I know that it gets very metaphorical, but that's how I see our Mother Earth as, because the sun illuminates through the colors of the earth, and it reminds me of our sense of unity, because it illuminates the colors of the earth, and these colors are made up of the colors of the plants, of animals, and also of us humans. And that reminds us that we are not separated from the environment, but we are one in the grand ecosystem of the earth. And that helps us hold ourselves accountable for the impact of our actions. And that also helps us create a stronger respect and bond with the environment. May we all radiate and love, connectedness, and unity. Me loves Royal Gold.
Thank you very much, Miss Quezon City, and my puppy says thank you as well. I love how you said that, we can view our skin color as golden, especially with, a little bit tanner skin colors is still not the standard of beauty here in the Philippines. I mean, I love getting a tan, so I completely agree with you. But what would be your message to the girls who are morena and are still having a bit of difficulty embracing their skin?
Yeah, it actually also relates to my relationship with the sun. When I was really insecure about my morena skin, I used to shy away from the sun because I was scared that I would get darker. And so I used to hide in the shadows. But then shadows or like the corner or under a roof. But then I realized how that detracted me from building a relationship with the environment because I wasn't exposed to nature as much as I could. So my message to our morena girls is to embrace your morena skin and not shy away from the shadows and expose and embrace your golden skin. And the golden sun is our spotlight. So embrace that and enjoy our life and connect to the Mother Earth, and do not shy away from a Mother Earth, because having that relationship is one of the most fulfilling relationships that we can have as a human being and as an empowered Filipina.
Well, thank you very much, Miss Quezon City.
So
I'm
much.
sure a lot of Morena girls are watching right now and are, saying thank you for that message. So thank you for introducing your color to us. Okay. Now
so
let's
much.
get to our next delegate for today. She is from Rojas Oriental Mindoro, Marie Manantala.
Magandang hapon po sa inyong lahat. I'm Christian Marie Gabo Manansara, 19 years old po, and I'm your Miss Philippines Earth, Rojas Oriental Mindoro. I choose to represent the color Prussian blue, also known as Berlin blue. It's a dark blue shade, it's a dark blue shade color, and it means calm, trust, peaceful, and happy. And aside from it, Prussian blue means between art and science. I want to give you a little bit of interesting background history or trivia about this color. Do you know that Prussian blue is accidentally made and artificially manufactured color? It is used um, in some famous paintings like Wave of Kanagawa and Van Gogh's Star Night, because it became popular at that time. And in medicine naman and science, Prussian blue is used as an antidote for a certain kind of metal poisoning. It became my favorite because knowing its background, its use, and how it made, it really amazed me and caught my attention. And it has a soothing effect that whenever I see it, it makes me calm and energized when I surround myself with the scent color. And aside from that, it reminds me of my childhood. You know, as a person who grew up near the seashore, I know in myself that the sea, the ocean has a great impact in my life. And for me, Prussian blue represents the marine life that calls for help as the oceans are dying each day. I hope the initiatives of Miss Philippines Earth can help us to keep our ocean, our seas, to become clean and green and clear and clean. Okay, thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Rojas Oriental Mindoro. Now, you said that this color reminds you of your childhood and being by the ocean. What would be your favorite memory of growing up around the ocean?
You know, but it's always in my mind the moment that yung mga kalaro ko, yung mga kababata ko dati, sabay-sabay talaga kami naliligo when the sea or on a tide, high tide. So that time, it's funny to check kasi taong dagat din talaga ako. I mean, pinapalo pa ako ng mama ko kasi tumatakas ako. So, it's funny, but I miss it.
Okay, well, thank you for sharing that. I'm sure those are great memories that you made. And thank you for showing us your color. You're looking great in it, by the way. I love that color. I have to borrow that dress from you. All right, so let's get to our next delegate for today. She is from Saguday, Quirino. This is Miss Angel Keith Dizon.
Hi, good day everyone. I am Angel Kate Quintero Dizon, your Miss Philippines Earth from the municipality of Saguday, province of Quirino. And my chosen color is Air Force Blue. Air Force Blue because it is the most dominant color, because when we see or when we combine all the colors here on Earth, it reflects the color of the sky and colors of the ocean. And whenever I think of this color, it renews my mind and it just gives life to everything. And I am attracted to this color because of its vibrancy. And this color triggers my attention. And it helps and it affects my mood in a way that it helps me to be calm and to stay focused. And I believe that Air Force Blue means royalty, and I am the royalty of my own dream, and I believe that every dream is valid, and it is related to the environment in a way that it embodies the reflection of the horizon and the clean bodies of water. And every time I look into the reflection of myself into the water, I see not just a girl, but I see a woman who aspires to negotiate for a change. And I am convinced that for life to have a purpose, we have to stand for something. And me loves Saguday, me loves Air Force Blue. Thank you.
Thank you for introducing us to your color. Now, you actually said that this color helps you stay focused. I'm the type of
Yes.
person that gets distracted easily. So, what are your tips in staying focused for you, especially with this pageant?
Um, can you repeat po?
Yes. Well, you said that your color helps you stay focused.
Yes.
So, what are your tips in staying focused during this pageant?
I stay focused in my journey in this pageant, in focusing in my goal, not just to win the crown, but to negotiate a change, to help my community, to educate them about our environment and to help them. Yes, that.
Well, thank you very much, Miss Zaguday Carino. And I can see our picture in the background there too. So it seems like you're quite prepared today. All right, Leo, let's get to know our next delegate who will be introducing her color. This is Miss San Fernando City, Pampanga, Marinelle Angeline Dizon. Oh, okay. Well, we'll actually get to our next delegate after her. She is from San Fernando, Cebu. This is Keshen Babatid.
Alright, so good afternoon everyone. Maayong hapon kanatong tanan. My name is Saibol Shan Kasli Babatid and I am your Miss Philippines Earth, San Fernando, Cebu. So I have chosen the color celestial blue as my earth color because of celestite crystals. This color is actually inspired by those crystals because celestite crystals are said to dispel unfounded worries. And as someone who has social anxiety, its heavenly and ethereal color brings so much serenity and solitude. And on top of that, celestial blue is also a combination of light and dark color. And I can definitely associate it with myself because as a person, I am both fragile and vigorous. And also, furthermore, celestite are very useful in pharmaceutical and chemical industries because it actually contains a strontium-based mineral that comes from groundwaters. And speaking of waters, I am actually a thalassophile, a lover of the ocean, and a pluviophile, a lover of the rain. So if you're gonna combine those two colors, it's gonna turn out as celestial blue. So every time I see this color, I always have that nostalgia, or it refreshes my memories when I am in the ocean, savoring the stillness and quietness of the ocean, and when I was just juvenile and enjoying every raindrops. And also, aside from I have mentioned, celestial blue is actually the color of the sky. And as per science, the earth is covered by the sky. So as you can tell that this color doesn't only embodies me, but it also embodies the earth. So this color is not just my story, but also the story of the environment. So me loves celestial blue. Me loves the environment. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Miss San Fernando, Cebu. You actually mentioned that your color is connected to the sky. So I have to ask you, if you can travel anywhere right now without this pandemic, where would you go to and why?
Well, without the pandemic, I think I'm gonna head to the. I have been such a fan of Palawan because it is rich with waters, and I am actually a person who doesn't only love superficially the ocean. I love the deepness of it. That's why I also do free diving. I love surfing. I love water activities in general. So I want to go to Palawan because I've known that they have so many beautiful coral reefs, and that is actually what I am promoting, and I am moving forward with my advocacy, which is preserving our ocean, because we need to preserve this beautiful coral reefs, the sea creatures, the turtles that we have. And I believe that if I will be able to win Miss Philippines Earth, I will be able to reach to many people. I will be able to use my voice to advocate and to empower and to even inspire a lot of people to clean our oceans and to clean our environment in general. So I think if I am going to be able to travel, I will head to Palawan. Thank you.
Okay. Well, you better bring me if you're gonna head there.
Yes, definitely. You gotta also bring your dog because I love dogs.
Oh yes, yes, he's definitely going to come. Well, thank you very much, Miss San Fernando, Cebu. Now let's get to our next delegate. This is Miss San Juan City, Eliza May Sedelia.
Greetings, everyone. I am Eliza Belia, your Miss Philippines Earth San Juan City. Ultramarine. Ultramarine is the earth color I chose to represent. This is a brilliant deep blue pigment originally obtained from lapis lazuli, and it came from the Latin word ultramarinus, which means beyond the sea. I chose this color not only because of how it makes me feel, but also of the wonderful history that it has. During the 16th century, ultramarine is known to be the finest, most expensive, and rare color pigment, for it is made by grinding lapis lazuli stones into powder, and these stones were one of the most difficult stones to grind by hand. It usually held great significance in history, and best example would be Cleopatra's color of eyeshadow. I am attracted to ultramarine for it is also described by Renaissance artists as the most beautiful and most perfect beyond all colors. I may not be perfect, but whenever I wear this rare color, may it be through clothing or jewelry, I feel confident and truly empowered. In line with my advocacy, which is the pandemic in the ocean floor, the shade of ultramarine is also found in the deepest of waters. However, I would like everyone to know that not only climate change, but also our battle with the coronavirus have severely damaged our seabeds. And the marine species has been ingesting microplastics for quite some time now. And this is because of our improper disposal of wastes. And the worst part is, it is affecting the food chain. If we think that this matter do not affect us, we should think again. Because as we consume seafoods on a regular basis, we might also consume microplastics with it. And my advocacy's purpose is not to scare humans, but just to remind us that everything we do eventually comes back to us. And just like what our very own Miss Earth 2017, Miss Karen Ebasco has said, if we choose to make a positive change in our daily habits, our micro efforts will definitely have a macro effect in our environment. Hashtag me loves the ocean. Again, I am Eliza Belia, and I am your Miss Philippines Earth San Juan City.
Well, thank you very much, Miss San Juan City. Now, because I know that you can speak very well, I have a question for you, a pageant level question. You said that you know that you're not perfect. So what's one imperfection that you have learned to embrace?
Okay, so the best imperfection that I have is that I have scoliosis. So this scoliosis is actually an abnormal curvature of the spine. So basically, I don't have a straight spine. But despite of having this, I conquered my fear of having self-doubts and having this insecurity in oneself. And I think that as joining this pageant really proved that I am confident right now and truly empowered. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Miss San Juan City. Thank you for introducing your color to us as well. Okay, now let's move on to our next delegate presenting their color. She is from San Marcelino, Zambales. This is Mavi Copling.
Hi! Isang makakalikasang hapon sa ating lahat. My name is Maria Victoria Copling, your Miss Philippines Earth San Marcelino Zambales. Now, my earth color of choice is blazing orange. It represents a blazing phoenix rising from the ashes, which pretty much reminds me of myself because I'm a fighter. Whenever I see this color, I feel this ignition in me. And it keeps me thriving and it keeps me driven with purpose. This color means new hope and rebirth. Those two describe my devotion in creating a greener and better earth. I want to be that phoenix who will help our environment ascend from the ashes and be revived. This is also the color of our beautiful sunset in Zambales, the color that touches our naturally blessed landscapes before dusk. And it's just breathtakingly beautiful as I see how it embraces the scenery with such warmth. Sunsets mark as an end for a whole journey, but it also symbolizes tomorrow's new beginning. And new beginnings mean new hope. ME loves new hope for a greener and better earth.
Thank you very much, Miss San Marcelino Zambales. Now for you, why is it important to look forward to a new beginning?
Yeah, it's very important. Honestly, if I would be honest about myself, during this pandemic, I have been self-isolating, and anxiety has eaten me so much. And there were times that I felt like giving up, especially when I'm alone with my thoughts. And then there came a point where I just snapped. I told myself that I should seek for better and new beginnings. And it's very important, because if you look forward for those new beginnings, and if you look forward with hopefulness in your heart, it will keep you thriving, and it will continuously remind you of your purpose in life. And I believe that everyone has their beautiful purpose and beautiful mission in this world.
Well, thank you for that, Miss San Marcelina Zambales. I feel like so many people needed to hear that right now, especially with what's going on in the pandemic.
Definitely.
So thank you. Thank you for your message, and thank you for introducing your color to us today. Now let's get on with our next delegate for today, Miss Silang Cavite, Aliana Villena.
Hi, good afternoon. My name is Aliana Villena, 23 years old, your Miss Philippines Earth, Silang Cavite. And my earth color is pearl white. Pearl white symbolizes innocence, beauty, sincerity, and new beginnings. The reason why I love pearl white is because I do appreciate simple elegance. It is aesthetically pleasing, and it has a sense of purity and cleanliness. I am also attracted to this color because it promotes clear thinking, fairness, equality, and neutrality. It also encourages openness of thoughts and ideas. Color can play an important role in creating a certain mood. For example, whenever I wear white or use things with white color, I have the feelings of comfort and warmth. I am also excited to accept new challenges. And honestly, from the beginning, the start of my application here in Miss Philippines Earth, and up until now, I am wearing my earth color, which is pearl white. In our life, as we all know, white gets dirty easily. Even the tiniest spots will be more obvious. That's why many people tend to avoid white just for this reason. My consistent choice of white over other colors shows my confidence in myself, my openness, fearlessness, and my striving for perfection. In our environment, when we see white color, we generally think about clarity and clean environment. Seeing this color in our home and in nature saves and have lifting spirits. That's why many people use this for a decoration. In our environment, I can probably say that it can be compared to a white swan. With its wings open, it can embrace a lot, giving individuals an embracing environment for a sustainable present and also for the future. Then perhaps we can turn the ugly duckly planet into a pearl white swan. Because me loves fresh start, me loves new beginning, and I love pearl white.
Thank you very much, Ms. Silang Cavite. And you actually mentioned that, this also presents challenges, and the challenges that we are willing to take. So why did you choose to take on the challenge of participating in this year's Miss Philippines Earth virtual pageant?
I think for me, this is a new experience. Just to focus on yourself and do what's best for you. Just keep on focusing on your goals and just keep striving for your goals, just not for yourself, but also for my family and for my whole Silang community, and for the future, maybe for the Philippines.
Well, thank you for that. I'm sure your family, your entire community is very, very proud of you. And we're happy that you are here, part of our pageant.
Yes, thank you.
Now let's get to know the color of our next delegate. This is Miss July City, Ria De Ocampo.
Maayong hapon! Ako si Ria Angelica De Ocampo, your Miss Philippines Earth, Silay City. And my earth color is sand brown. Why I chose the color sand brown? Because for me, sand brown represents stability, reliability, and strength. Sand brown also is the color that reminds me of Negros soil, which produces sugar from abundant harvest of sugarcane. That despite the ups and downs in our lives, it helps our economy. Sand brown is also the color of the mangrove soil, which reminds me of my happy childhood as a Girl Scout. We were planting trees and mangroves, helping to rehabilitate our shoreline areas in my city. And for me, and I was able to see that these plants or mangrove seeds that we have planted have become tall trees and helps to protect our shorelines. At the same time, sand brown also reminds me of the soil that has been cultivated by our organic farmers. And it reminds me of it also is very important for me because it is related to my advocacy, which is organic agriculture. As Linay or Miss Organic Negros, I was able to appreciate the organic methods, which produces organic vegetables and crops, and it also sustains the nutritional needs of the community, most especially the children. Sand brown is also the color generally of a soil which reminds me of life, reminds me of growth, reminds me of abundance. And it also reminds me of my province as the land of sweet surprises. It is because of this sand brown soil that produces strawberries in Batag, pineapples in Don Salvador Benedicto, and rambutan in Talisay City. And that is why I really love organic agriculture. And I feel that I must do something, and I need your help, everyone's help, that we must rehabilitate our environment that has been destroyed. And for me, hand in hand, we can do it. So therefore, I like to say me loves organic and me loves sustainability. Once again, this has been Ria Angelica De Ocampo, your Miss Philippines Earth, Silay City.
Thank you very much, Miss Silay City. You actually have the same name as my mom, so that's awesome. But I want to ask you, a lot of people kind of hesitate to wear the color brown. I personally love it. But what would you say about that? What would you say to people who are kind of scared to sport the color brown?
Yeah, thank you for that question, because I know that a lot of people consider sand brown as a dull color, but actually it actually represents strength, and it's a color of the earth, which therefore we must not be afraid to wear, because it's something that connects us to nature.
I completely agree with that. And I love how you said sand brown, because I love the beach. So it just reminds you of the beach, right? Right
yes.
away. Well, thank you very much, Miss Silay City, for introducing your color to us. Now let's get to our next delegate. This is Miss Sinaloa, Laguna, Jana Marie Aduana.
Isang makakalikasang araw po. I am Eliana Marie Aduana, your Miss Philippines Earth Siniloan, Province of Laguna. The earth color that I have chosen to represent is the color sunrise orange. It is because I have this genuine love for the color orange. And I know that a lot of people who know me from the very beginning that I truly love orange. And one proof of that is actually because I have the skincare brand, which is the brand color is actually orange also. And also, its name is Positive Beauty by Eliana. And I feel like that color is what truly represents me as a person, because it exudes positivity, hope, enthusiasm, and warmth to whoever sees it. And I feel like seeing the sunrise in the mornings always reminds me as if it's just another beautiful day for me to spread encouragement, hope, and positivity to everyone and everything that I will be encountering for the rest of the day. And you know, this color, it never fails to make me realize that in this world, there's truly nothing better than positivity and beauty combined. And the sunrise, it always never fails to shine down upon us. It always gives out light and growth to every one of us living in this earth. And I feel like this sunrise, just as how the sunrise has a huge impact to our lives, it also has a huge impact. The color orange also has a huge impact with the positivity and the hope that it always carries with it. So combining the two colors together, the sunrise and the orange, makes up a very beautiful color with a very optimistic meaning. And I am Eliana Marie Aduana. I am your sunrise orange. Hashtag me loves positivity.
Well, thank you very much, Miss Sinaloan Laguna. It's nice to see you again. I believe I was one of the screening panel during your screening, right? Okay. So now you mentioned there's nothing more stunning than positivity and beauty. So how do you stay positive, especially with what's going on in the pandemic?
Yes, actually, ever since I was young, I've always been a really positive person, and a lot of people know that about me. And when the princesses do, what princesses do in the morning when they wake up, they always do it. In the windows, they always do this. I also do that. That's a very funny story, but it really helps me with improving my mood for the rest of the day. And also, I like to read all positive things about, a lot of positive things about the environment also, and I always share that to the people as well, because that's just who I am. I really love sharing positivity, and whenever people talk to me, they feel like I'm like a sunflower, and I really appreciate that.
Well, I'm definitely going to try that tomorrow when I wake up. Just go out my balcony and do the whole princess thing.
Yeah, just
I will definitely take note of that. Thank you very much, Miss Sinaloan Laguna. Now, let's get to know the color of our next delegate. She is from Santa Cruz, Davao del Sur. This is Christine Cadiz.
So hello Earth, this is your Echo Angel, Christine Cadiz from Batu, Santa Cruz, province of Davao del Sur. So my Earth color actually is ultramarine. Since Miss San Juan City already mentioned ultramarine and gave you a background already, I will just give you a short facts, really a short facts. So ultramarine again is a dark blue color pigment which originally made by grinding this lapis lazuli into a powder. Lapis lazuli is a metamorphic rock. So the color is often used to robe the Virgin Mary as it symbolizes holiness and humility. So Christine Cadiz and the Santa Cruz Davao del Sur might be way too far from being holy, but definitely we are strengthened with humility. So personally, I would like to invite all of you to visit Santa Cruz. We have a lot of wonderful watermarks and aqua eco parks that you would enjoy to have. And personally, I love the ultramarine blue since for me, it gives me the drive of motivation. It has a powerful sensation, and I really love how it complements well with all of the colors of the earth. And also, since I have told you that it is the symbol of humility, and for me, it is dominance. Why? Because I see color blue as not a simple color. It does not only stand out itself, but also it allows all the colors to show its beauty too, as it complements well with the diversities of colors. And with that, I would like to compare it with myself, the Christine Cadiz, the Miss Earth Philippines of the Santa Cruz Davao del Sur, that I am like the blue with humility, that I do not only stand out by myself, I do not shine by myself, but I also empower the people of the earth who are also the ambassadress of the earth and all of the queen the earth has. And that's all. And this is Christine Cadiz again, your Miss Philippines Earth, Santa Cruz, Davao del Sur.
Thank you very much, Miss Santa Cruz, Davao del Sur. Now, you actually said that, your successes aren't just your own. So who is that number one person that inspires you?
Again po?
So you said earlier that, humility is important for you and your successes are not your own. So who is the number one person that inspires you?
I would specify by a single person who inspires me most because I honestly have a lot of person around me who believed in my potential, and that helped me a lot to motivate myself to get encouraged in doing the things I have not done yet, and also to inspire more people as well as I aim in my actions.
Okay. Well, thank you very much, Miss Santa Cruz, Davao del Sur,
Yes, thank
for introducing your color to us. You look great in it. I have a soft spot for blue, so you look awesome. Now let's get to
Thanks
our
so much.
next delegate who will be introducing her color. Her name is Angelia Sunshine. This is Miss Santo Domingo Albay.
Hi everyone, I am Aubrey Asuncion. I'm 27 and I am representing the beautiful coastal town of Santo Domingo Albay. And my earth color is coral pink. So I'm actually a pretty affectionate person. I believe that everyone and everything in this world deserves to be loved, to be taken care of, and to be respected. People, mountains, marine life, which is actually not apart from us, but a part of us. So I believe that's what coral pink and I radiate and represent: sweet, loving, harmonious, and inclusive. So coral pink also represents the unique sceneries like the pink beaches, beaches, and it also represents the rarity of ocean species like the pink sceneries, blobs, and axolotl. So lastly, coral pink is the color of femininity. Just like our mothers, Mother Earth provided for us beyond reason. And as a woman of the earth, I will wear pink as I stand for the protection and rehabilitation of marine ecosystems, hoping that the next generation will experience the rich oceans as a fact, not just a history. So, me loves bring back the colors of the ocean, and me loves marine biodiversity.
Thank you very much, Miss Santo Domingo Alba. You look great in that as well. I need to borrow that from you.
Yeah.
You look so nice. It's great against your skin tone. And you actually said that color is unique and that's why you love it. So why don't you tell me one unique thing about you?
So I think one unique thing about me is I choose to juggle, enjoy, and strive two great worlds. The first one is the world of steadfast engineering, the world of men, which I actually chose not um to to compete. I choose to work in harmony, in peace with all the men, because of course I know that all of us has our strength, has our capabilities that would actually make a project or something good. And then the other great world that I am at right now is of course the vibrant, beautiful, and of course the world of beauty pageantry, which we advocate for another cause maybe.
That's a great answer. We love a strong, empowered woman who can also tough it up with the guys. So thank you very much, Miss
Definitely.
Santo Domingo Albay.
Thank you so much, Jana.
Okay, so we actually have a few delegates left. And the next one is from Sual, Pangasinan. This is Ina Jalen.
Hi. Hi everyone. Hi Miss Diana. It's a beautiful and colorful world that we live in, really. I am Ina Lane Bacalamo, your Miss Philippines Earth, Small Pangasinan, and my earth color is copper energy. So copper is a reddish and brown color that's so shiny, and it represents its metal counterpart. And it means to me humility, growth, and experience. On a deeper sense, it means solidarity. It tends to lend a hand to those who are in need and also be more active to give initiative, to be more involved in community initiatives. So I really, really like this color, and that's why I chose it because I think it's so underrated. And it's so warm and that gives you such a comforting and homey feeling. And I really think it matches and complements Morena's skin. And on the other hand, it is similar and it's close to my advocacy, which is, better and renewable energy. And the reason why I'm attracted to this color is because since it's an extremely warm shade, it feels more approachable and down to earth. So when you have this color, when you see this color, it gives you this opportunity to have a really positive disposition in whatever you do, and also gives you this feeling of calmness. It emanates this wonderful and positive energy. And I really relate to this color. I like to just keep my foot on the ground because unlike gold or silver, even though copper is less expensive, it is very valuable to the earth. And copper is the best color to represent energy. And copper is a very sustainable and renewable resource that we have right now. So as we know, as some might not know, renewable energy is the biggest contributor of energy or power in our earth right now. And copper provides the best thing in that helps the renewable energy here in this world. And it's so useful that although you use over and over again, it doesn't lose its performance. And that loves is copper energy. Hashtag me loves copper. Hashtag me loves energy. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Miss Tual Pangasinan. I actually feel like we're kind of matching too. So my question for you, I mean, I have some friends who actually have power banks that uses solar energy, and that's a huge, way to save electricity. How about you? How do you incorporate renewable energy in your life, in your personal life?
In my personal life, how I really incorporate renewable energy if I can't afford like a solar panel, since if we can't really afford that once at home, how I do it is I just save more energy. Because energy is really involved in our life, right? When we drive, when we cook. So the best thing we could do and more simpler things we could do when we can start with is just save energy. I think that's it. Thank you.
I completely agree with you on that. I mean, there's something that I always talk about, which are called energy vampires. We really have to unplug all our appliances, right? If we're not using them. So that's a great tip. Thank you very much, Ms. Tual Pangasinan.
Thank you.
And we actually have a few delegates left, and the next one is from Sugbong Kogon, Misamis Oriental. Hope I pronounced that right. This is Catherine Tan Guapitasio.
Hi, I am Catherine Tan Guapitasio, your Miss Philippines Earth, Sugbong Kogon, Misamis Oriental. The earth color that I chose is golden yellow. Why? Because of three things. First, it represents our Quiamis festival here in the province of Misamis Oriental. Yes, Quiamis festival is the grandest festival which highlights the founding anniversary of the province. So people would celebrate this week-long festival, exchanging, sharing, and giving the best products and byproducts of coconut that their municipalities offer. And I believe that through prioritizing development in our tourism, it drives great economy in our province, which allows all people to live a more fulfilling life. The success of Quiamis Festival, which aims for sustainable tourism and all-inclusive tourism, is the success of the people of Misamis Oriental, and it perfectly radiates a color of happiness, life, and spark for adventures, and that is the color of golden yellow. Secondly, golden yellow is actually one of my favorite colors because it radiates strength. It represents me a lot because I'm a very strong woman. And it also gives me motivation to do magus. Magus is a Latin word that means greater. Okay. There will never be a day that I haven't done something better than before. Like if I got a score of 96 in my school projects, I would make it 98 the next time. It is actually an Ignatian value that I imbibed in my Atenean school, which refers to the philosophy to do greater things for Christ. Because I believe that in this planet Earth, the people would have to
correlate everything that exists in this planet, because everything here in planet Earth is interconnected with each other, and that Christ has given this beautiful planet for us to take care. We had to reciprocate this love that God has given us. We had to, in our actions, we should not only think that we should not do sustainable things just because it is demanded from us, because we are told to, but coming from our heart, that we have to give back this love that we have for Christ. And finally, the golden yellow relates to the elemental group I belong in, fire. Golden yellow is the color of the sun and the light that fire emits. Just a trivia, what makes a fire burn into yellow color and not blue? Do you have anything in mind? It is because of the compound salt, or NaCl, and salt is born of the purest form, the sun and the sea.
Well, thank you very much, Miss Tugbongkogon, Miss Samus Oriental. I'm sure you get that a lot, but I absolutely love your hair. Love how you're keeping it natural and flowy. Now, my question for you, you said you always strive to be better the next day. So
Yes.
what is something you're working on to improve on right now?
Right now I'm improving on myself, most especially that I am new to pageantry, and it is only new to me that it was only new that I started embracing my natural hair. Did you know at Miss Giana that my hair has a really sensitive story? Way back in elementary, people would really bully me. They would throw pieces of paper to my hair because it would get stuck because of its kinkiness. People would throw pieces of paper, erasers, and whenever I joined student body organizations, they would not vote for me or elect for me because I was different. It made me conform to rebond my hair. I had to straighten my hair so I would fit in to the society standards. It is sad for me, but that didn't stop me from my love for service. I still joined a lot of organizations, Kilos Atenista, Care for the Environment in our school, Campus Culture School, and then until I became a president in one of our organizations in my university at the Misaki Movement. And from that, I never thought that I would reach this national stage in pageantry because of my hair. People would really appreciate the curliness of my hair. And it is the pageantry, truly it is pageantry that has impacted me to embrace my own. Most especially pageantry nowadays have promoted contemporary beauties, different, unique beauties, and I was inspired. If I was a girl got inspired by the platform of pageantry, I am sure that I will too inspire many more girls, young girls.
Well, thank you for that. Thank you for opening up to us. And I'm an Atenista too, so more power to you, girl.
Yes.
All right. Okay, thank you for introducing your color to us. Now let's get to our next delegate for today. She is Miss Taguig City. This is Gia Gold Bustamante.
Hi, my name is Gia Gold Bustamante, 24 years old, and I am your Miss Philippines Earth Taguig City. So I chose the color golden green because it has properties of becoming abundant, and it's also my favorite because green represents faith and gold represents power. So combining them together creates abundance, and our planet, the planet that we are living in, is very rich and very abundant with its natural resources. So therefore, I feel grateful to recognize that we have vast possibilities in this earth in exploring what our purpose is. And in connection to the color, I feel super personal about it. Like I feel super connected because my real name is really Gia Gold, so it has gold in it. And as my journey in self-development since 2017 and also as an environmentalist since 2013, I really believe in adopting an abundance mindset because I really believe what you think, you become. So with the right mindset, we can live green and stay golden. And in today's society, it is important that we have leaders who adopts green governance and also with a heart of gold. So that is why hashtag me loves golden green. Live green, stay golden.
Well, thank you very much, Miss Taguig. We actually have the same first name. So when I was growing up, everyone calls me Gia, same spelling and everything. So I feel like I connect with you. Now, you actually said that we need to convince our leaders to go green. So how would you, or what message would you like to give to Taguig City's leaders to be more eco-friendly?
Actually, the Gig City right now, our Mayor Dino Cayetano, is committed to having 80% of reducing the single plastic waste. And it's also in line with my advocacy, which is the zero waste policy. So I would like to encourage him that as a beauty queen, I am here with the Gig City to also encourage leaders and also the people of Taguig so we can be as role models to other cities as well. So that is why we can live green and stay golden.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Gig City, and my dog just sneezed. Okay,
It's so
thank you
cute.
very
I
much,
also have
Mr.
dogs
Gig.
here.
Oh, hello to your fur animals as well. Oh my
Yeah, I
goodness,
super
Dee.
love
Okay,
dogs.
well, thank you. Thank you very much, Mr. Gig City, for introducing your color to us. Super cool that your second name is Gold. I should name my daughter that in the future too. So thank you. Now
Yeah, it's
let's
really
get to our,
good.
yeah, that's awesome. Okay,
Thank you
now let's
so
get
much.
to our next delegate for today. This is Miss Talisay City, Mia Jane Salisbury.
Hello, everyone. Maayong utusing tanan. My name is Mia Jane Salisbury. I'm 21 years of age and I am beyond proud to be your Miss Philippines Earth Talisay City, Cebu. So, out of the thousands of colors that I could have picked for this year's theme, Colors of the Earth, I couldn't shy away from my favorite color, which I'm wearing today, ruby red. So, I find that ruby red and I actually have a lot in common. You know, we have very distinctive and unique qualities, one of them being passion. Passion is a very, very important aspect of my life as it's something that pushes me to my limits each and every day to be a better version of myself each and every day. So, as for how it impacts me, I feel like ruby red is something that has so much meaning. You know, it can be a very, very bold and fierce color, or it could be something that is very close to my goals, which are compassion and love. And those are two things that my family really instilled in me at a young age. On the occasion, ruby red definitely does remind me of occasionally the actual blood, sweat, and tears that I put into achieving and striving for my goals. As for nature, I feel like red is such a powerful color in a sense where it has the power to really stand out against the masses, which in the environment is green and blue. I feel like even though it is common in our flora and fauna, ruby red has a very lovely way of just standing out as its own person. So with that, I will leave you with my hashtags, which are hashtag me loves Talisay City Cebu and hashtag me loves striving towards a greener and greater Philippines. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Lisa City. I have to admit, I came across your social media once, and I'm kind of a fan. So I'm kind of fangirling right now. But I want to ask you, you were talking about passion and how it describes, you know, your color, it connects with your color. What is the one thing that you are most passionate about?
Oh, that's a really tough question because I feel like with everything in life, you either do it with passion or you don't do it at all. I mean, just everything. I cannot just choose one thing. I really put myself into my work, whether it be as volunteer work, whether it be my career, whether it be school. I feel like I can't just focus on one thing that I'm passionate about because I really truly am so driven to do the best at everything that I can.
Well, thank you for that, Miss Lisa City.
Thank
Completely
you.
relate. You know, I'm a woman with many hats too, just like you. Gotta, you
Yes.
know, gotta do everything with passion. Thank you.
All
Okay,
right.
so we
Thank
have,
you
I
so
believe,
much.
5 more delegates to go who are going to be introducing their colors to us today. And the next one is from Tanay Rizal, Sofia Lopez Galvez.
Okay, unmuted. Alright. Isang makakalikasang araw po sa inyong lahat. My name is Sofia Lopez Galve, and I am your Miss Philippines Earth, Tanay, Rizal. So my chosen color of the earth to call fire tree orange. So this is actually a kind of red orange, but I personally would like to call it fire tree orange because of its deep and meaningful significance to me. So there's actually a story behind why this is my favorite color and the kind of impact it has on my life. So the story began when I was a freshman in college, and it was one of those times when we were so stressed by academics and extracurriculars. And in one particular stressful day, I decided to take a seat in one of the benches of our parks. And for the first time in forever, I took notice of the fire tree orange that of the fire trees actually that line up the academic oval of the University of the Philippines. And when I was looking at the fire trees of our campus, I was so amazed by how much harmony it gives to the greenery of our campus. And that particular moment, I had this rush of peace and calmness and a certain kind of inspiration because it really evoked in me a feeling of assertiveness. It's very bold, it's very inspiring. And it really inspired me to make a little bit of change in myself that day. And I told myself I wanted to exude the confidence that this color provides to me. I want to exude the confidence of a strong and independent woman. And from that day forward, I have used and I have worn this color with so much pride and love. And, that's just the kind of impact that this color has on my life. And I believe that a lot of people have already been impacted by this color when, for example, the MMDA actually had a program where they donated a lot of fire tree seedlings to the people, or to replace the trees that were uprooted during Typhoon Glenda. So I believe that a lot of us has actually appreciated this color at least once in our life. And that is why my favorite color is fire tree orange. It is the color that you can see in the birds of paradise and butterflies and hummingbirds and of course fire trees. So #ME loves fire tree orange, #ME loves nostalgia, and #ME loves protecting Mother Nature. Thank you.
Well, thank you very much, Miss Tanay Rizal. You look great in fire tree orange. I need to borrow that outfit as well. But I have to ask you, you speak with so much confidence. So beyond just wearing fire tree orange, where else do you get your confidence?
So I actually get a lot of my confidence from my family. I am a very family-oriented person, and I really love the way that I was raised by my family. They gave me a lot of independence when I was young. And so when I was growing up, I know where to stand, and I know that I have to be firm for myself. And, that's just the kind of confidence that you get when you have a family that is loving and supporting you all throughout.
Oh, I love that. I'm sure they are so, so proud of you right now. Thank you very much, Miss Tanay Rizal. Thank you. Now we have 4 more delegates to go who are going to be introducing their color. You have to agree with me. The theme this year is quite unique, and it's so great how these ladies are able to connect their colors, not just to their personalities, but to their advocacies as well. So as you watch this live, continue to comment down below who you're rooting for, what color you would use to describe yourself, or if you have any questions for our delegate. Now let's get to our next delegate. She is Miss Tunggawan Zamboanga Sibugay, Nuriza Borja.
Good afternoon, mayong hapon. I am Angelia Mariza R. Borja, your Miss Philippines Earth Tungawan. And my earth color is royal blue. Blue represents both the sky and sea. It signifies the healing power of God, especially in this trying time of pandemic. And it's a calm and sedate color. I chose royal blue since it's my favorite color and it symbolizes trust and responsibility. I can actually relate this color to myself since I am trustworthy and willing to accept all the responsibilities given to me. Blue has a strong impact and it has positive effects on the mind and body. It's a spiritual color which biblically represents the Word of God. I can associate blue to the environment since the earth is blue and blue oceans dominate our world. I love the ocean. It gives me clarity and serenity. And I sincerely hope that through this color, I will be able to emit its calming and encouraging effect to everyone on earth. ME loves royal blue. Thank you.
Well, thank you very much. I mean, I love the color royal blue too. That's my go-to color to wear. So I completely get why you would choose royal blue. Now, I have to ask you, a lot of people still think, blue is associated with masculinity, that men should wear blue. But what is beautiful about a woman wearing blue?
For me, blue is such a unique color and it gives you confidence. It's pleasing to the eyes. As I've said, it's a calm and sedate color. And I know that a lot of you loves blue just like me, and it gives you a lot of confidence. It makes you feel happy. It's pleasing to the eyes. And for me, blue has a strong, empowering, and it's a spiritual color. And I feel like everybody should try wearing blue more often. Thank you.
Yes, I agree to that completely. I even named my initiative Bughao because I love the color blue that much and all of its meanings. So thank you very much for telling us about your color. Miss Tungawan Zamboanga Sibugay.
Thank
Now
you.
we actually have 3 delegates left who will be showing up their colors today. And the next one is Miss Urdaneta City, Marvie Fernandez.
Hi, good afternoon, everyone. This is Marvie Fernandez, your Miss Philippines Earth Urdaneta City from the province of Pangasinan. The earth color that I have chosen is rose red. It is derived from the rose, a flower that we usually give to our loved ones as a symbol of our love and care towards them. And to me, it symbolizes a loving and an empowered woman. And sometimes I just want to wear red to feel a bit extra on an ordinary day. Wearing red lipstick or red heels can really go a long way and lift my confidence. So this color empowers me by reminding me to do everything from the heart, whether it be for the things and for the people that I deeply care about. Red can also mean a signal, a warning, or a call to action. It makes me pause and acknowledge what is happening around me. Just recently here in Pangasinan, we have experienced the highest heat index ever recorded in the Philippines at 52 degrees Celsius. And I think that's very, very alarming since it's evidence that our global warming and climate change problem is not getting any better. I believe that by giving attention and being aware of things like this is the first step toward change is using my voice to influence others through this pageant and through the small changes I can do every day. So whenever you see the color rose red, let it remind you to pause, to observe what's happening around you and to take action. Let it remind you about love for your people and for all living things. That if we do not care of our earth now, there won't be anything left for our children or our children's children and the future generations. And I'm here using my voice and tapping you into your hearts to remind you to love Mother Nature and take your own little steps towards progress. Remember to always do things through love, because if we always choose to love, we have the power to change anything. So hashtag me loves earth, hashtag me loves nature, hashtag me loves rose red.
Well, thank you very much for that, Miss Urdaneta City. You said that if we choose to love, we have the power to change anything. And I completely agree with that. I'm going to post that on my wall to motivate me every day. But for you, how do you show love to your family and friends?
I always show love by being just simply by myself, by being sweet. And I always give them something that would make their day smile by complimenting them every day. And I think that's the simplest way that we can do to show our love towards people.
I completely agree with that. We need a person like you in our lives, someone who just shares his compliments and so much love every day. So thank you very much,
Thank you,
Ms.
Miss
Urdaneta City. Thank you. And now let's get to our next delegate. We're almost done. I'm feeling so sad already that we're almost done with this segment, but it also shows how much we have to look forward to with the rest of the competition. So the next delegate that we'll be introducing, her color is Miss Victoria Tarlac, Princess Danum.
Mabuhay! I'm Princess Giordano, your Miss Philippines Earth Victoria Tarlac, and my Earth color is Imperial Red. Imperial Red is a color of celestial love, passion, and the life source that flows through our bodies. And where Imperial Red appears in nature, it usually carries an important message. I am attracted to red, and it is actually my favorite color because it is the color of passion and power, which are the characteristics of a modern woman like me. I am passionate in all the things that I do, and I am empowered. I am a woman who is never afraid and will do everything I can and will do whatever it takes to achieve my dreams. And what also I am always while doing that, I always think that, and I will also look myself to be staying grounded, humble, and honest. Red also symbolizes my burning desire to win, and and my heart that is willing to protect and serve the and to my heart that is willing to protect and serve the earth. In nature, red is a warning color because it's actually it stands out most vividly in a green background, and the warning relation to our environment is that Mother Earth is in danger and we must act now to protect her. Red is also associated with passion, and this is symbolizes my um, unyielding commitment to environmental causes. And hashtag me loves Imperial Red.
Well, thank you very much for telling us about your color, Miss Victoria Tarlac. Now, what is the first environmental cause that you think we should focus on nowadays?
Actually, my environmental cause that we should do first, since it's locked down, my advocacy is community gardening. So it's actually not only helping the livelihood programs. We can have a livelihood programs that the government can help us, and also we can also teach people how to be responsible to take care of our Mother Earth, our nature, and we can also produce sustainable food supply for that. Yeah, that's the best way I can think of right now since it's locked down.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, I completely agree with that. A huge round of applause to all the LGUs as well who have these community gardens that are accessible to, all of their citizens. And I love how you're advocating for that too. So thank
Yes.
you very much, Ms. Victoria Tarlac. And I
Thank
actually
you.
believe that concludes our delegates today who will be introducing their colors to us. So thank you so much, girls, for preparing your spiels, for telling us about your colors. And we can't wait for you to rock them even more throughout the pageant. So again, thank you very much to Miss Parañaque City, Miss Polomolok South Cotabato, Miss Puerto Princesa City, Miss Quezon City, Miss Rojas Oriental Mindoro, Miss Saguday Quirino, Miss San Fernando City Pampanga, Miss San Fernando Cebu, Miss San Juan City, Miss San Marcelino Zambales, Miss Silang Cavite, Miss Silay City, Miss Sinaloan Laguna, Miss Santa Cruz Davao del Sur, Miss Santo Domingo Albay, Miss Tual Pangasinan, Miss Sumbongo Con Misamis Oriental, Miss Taguig City, Miss Talisay City, Miss Tanay Rizal, Miss Tungawan Zamboanga Sibugay, Miss Urdaneta City, and Miss Victoria Tarlac. Thank you very much, girls. You all look absolutely beautiful today. And thank you for answering my questions as well. Okay, now you've heard from the third and last batch of delegates. Tomorrow, you will meet our cute and adorable little Earth angels and their chosen Earth colors. Same time. Imagine that. We have a little mini pageant as well. You'll get to know more remarkable ladies in the days to come as we prepare for Miss Philippines Earth 2021. This is indeed a colorful world we live in, and we encourage everyone watching to do their part to make the Earth vibrant and alive. Do follow us on our official social media channels to keep up to date with the latest news. And if you haven't done it yet, download our app. Again, we have our ecosystem app. It's available on Android and Apple. So you'll be able to know more about our delegates through that app. My elemental queen sisters and I also have a bit of content on that app that you can check out. We have challenges over there. We have merch. So you can check out so much on that app. Again, download the ecosystem app. And on behalf of Carousel Productions, thank you so much for joining us for this event today and for the past couple of days as well, where our delegates got to introduce their chosen colors. Thank you for supporting our theme, the colors of the earth. This is Gianna Lianas, your Miss Philippines Earth Water 2020, saying thank you, keep safe, be sure to sanitize, and show love to the people around you, and of course to Mother Earth as well. Have a wonderful day. Goodbye.